Alright guys, game number 3 currently underway. I'm Rifkin, joined today by Penguin from the team My Insanity, and also from the team My Insanity, spawning here in the lower right corner of the map. It is the Canadian player in pink, known as Kane.
And in the top left spawn location, representing Team Liquid in the team color blue, it is Liquid Ret.
It's a bit of an awkward first 2 games, I must say. Not that,
Yeah.
I mean, the reality is, when you go for something really aggressive in ZVZ, it does have a really good chance of working. It's, even the best players sometimes can't hold off things like 10 pull Bane, I should say. I mean, God knows I've seen Bly tear down some of the best with it. That being said, though, both players have actually defended quite admirably against the cheeses that have been brought their way.
I think like the most interesting part about this series was Ret going 14-14 on a 2-player map, which I think he was straight up just metaing Kane and saying, you know what, you like 9 pulls, I'm gonna do this because I think you're gonna 9 pull.
Well, not only that, but like I said, you oftentimes see players like you can take a very lucky coin flip and assume that, like, okay, you open with cheese, they'll counter you with cheese. Very rarely do you see someone like open with a 10 pull and then the next game's like standard Roche versus Muta or something.
Oh yeah, yeah. But at the same time, though, like it's very like it's not like Ret was going into that. I very much doubt that Ret was going into that game saying, all right, I'm gonna 14-14 Link Bane all in, and I hope he's going hatch first, because like that's you don't do that. You go 10-10 or 11-11.
Yeah.
You like it's a weird build to do on a 2-player map. So I think it was specifically tailored to expecting that 9 pull from Kane. So nice read from Ret, and now we actually have Ret going for a hatch gas pool opening.
Yeah, and as I kind of said between games, I was expecting a little bit of a more standard game. We'll probably still see the Zergling Baneling trades. I don't even want to call it aggression because I don't think either of these players will go too heavy. If I gotta put my money in it, I see Kane being the one to come across the map with units, but even then, Red should be able to hold. And if he does, we'll probably see this extend to the macro game. Big question pretty much comes down to, is it Roaches, is it Hydralisk, is it Mutalisk, you know, what does it end up being? And I'm going to put my money in the line and just say it's going to be Roach versus Roach, because that's just, if we're going to follow the path of the way things should go, that's what I would assume happens.
Mutas are pretty good on this map, and Ret does like Mutas. Kane also likes opening Mutas going into Roach, so if they both open Mutas with the plan to go into Roach, it'll just stick on Muta versus Muta, so that is something that could definitely happen. Also, though, I mean, there's a build that I'm very interested to see if Kane goes for, but I'll tell you if it happens, but I don't want to otherwise because he was planning on saving it for Shoutcraft.
No, that's totally cool. That's totally fine.
It's a penguin build.
It's a penguin build. So, is this a... No, you know, I was going to...
No, he's not doing it. I can tell you right now he's not doing it.
I was going to do like a shots fired moment, but I've decided to retract and be a good friend instead of a scumbag co-caster. Meanwhile, 2 Lings trying to get across the map. Will they get up this ramp? I mean, they should. There's no reason for them not to. Queen could try and block this out, but nope.
First blood.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing what we're going to be seeing here. I mean, so far everything's very, very standard, as expected. Just drones, just speed. I think they both went hatch gas pool, so Kane a little behind in the gas by the looks of it, but not really enough that it makes any sort of big deal whatsoever.
No significant difference, yeah. I mean, the Bailey Nuss team coming at a similar time. We're both going down, actually not both going down the main. Red's foot is, of course, a little bit more forward, but not so much that the Queen can nestle behind it. Cancels the Bailey Nest. What? Goes for the quicker layer instead. Yeah.
Yeah, if you can identify that your opponent's not going for aggression, you don't need the Baneling Nest. One of the things that I like to do is I'll go in, and if I don't expect Link Bane aggression at all, I won't even put down the Baneling Nest. I'll go a Spine, and then Lair, and then I'll go Baneling Nest. And it's really greedy, but it's if you control well, you can defend it perfectly fine on a map like Star Station, where you can just wall in with 3 Evo Chambers really easily at the natural, if they are all inning you. And then you get your Spire up that much faster.
Well, that's the point I was going to make. It's probably going to be Spire for sure. We don't see Evolution Chambers out of anybody yet. So, 4 gases for each player. Mutalisk Wars, of course, can be a little anticlimactic, but Ret now going for the Bailey Nest after the layer. So, recognizing they still may need it. Oh,
yeah, you always want it, but going for it after the layer is fine because you'll still have 200 gas when the layer completes.
Oh, is he going to lose 2 drones to this Ling? Seriously? Okay, never mind. Gets cleaned up.
That would have been a hero Ling.
That would have been like a, Ret, what are you doing, Ling?
Kane has identified the lack of a Baneling Nest. He knows it's there, but he also knows it's late. He's going to go for a bit of pressure here. He's making quite a few lings. 20 just popped, 6 more in production.
He does. He's got to be really careful with this slipping because let's not forget too. Rhett is if he holds this off enough, he's gonna have a huge gas advantage. That's gonna be the extra immutable you need to win the game. So Kane, basically, if he makes a single baneling, well, if he invests in more than even 2, he has to win the game, or not win the game, but do a lot of damage with this push.
Well,
Rhett,
the thing is that he knows with the timing of the baneling nest, he knows he's behind on Spire.
Yeah,
Good move.
Queen gets annihilated there. Second Queen gonna go down here as well. Banelings will not even get to complete. Red actually can complete Disarray Penguin. 18 leaves about to pop, but of course 18 leaves cannot run into these Banelings. Oh, but they do anyways.
Good hit.
Another good hit.
Red's looking disastrous here, and Kane taking a commanding lead. This sort of link attack almost out of nowhere, catching Red completely off guard. The Banelings came too late for him. GG. Kane will advance 2-1 over Rhett to the final round of the IEM Sao Paulo qualifiers. He's going to be playing against either Jason or Mini Racer or Koss.
Wait, final round. Does this cut off early today? I thought this goes all the way.
Well, top 4 qualify for stage 2.